week, and this week is no different. We get an opportunity to rock out with Dr. Deborah Stroman.
From the basketball court at the University of
She's watching
Virginia
all
to
that
the
shit
classroom at UNC Chapel Hill, Dr. Deborah Stroman has it
she'll have my
all
number.
covered. Now this professor and sports business
bet she
entrepreneur is
does.
about to take you to school. It's time for Dishing It Up with Dr. Stroman and the Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio.
Dr. Stroman.
What's up, Dr.
How you
Stroman?
doing?
How you
Good
doing?
morning, good people. How are you?
I'm
Good, I hope
doing
you are.
wonderful,
Wonderful. It is the magical holiday season, and I'm definitely on a high, on a buzz in the midst of all the political, going back and forth, the economy and all that. It is a glorious time to be alive.
It is.
Very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't take it for granted having this opportunity to watch amazing athletes and coaches do their thing. But I was really moved by, I am a Yankees fan, even though I grew up in Philadelphia, fell in love with the pinstripes, and just moved by Aaron Judge, getting that big offer. That's just a lot of money, just flat out a lot of money. So then there was a recent report on the highest paid athletes. Mm-hmm. And so I thought I would combine that with the holiday spirit. My primary holiday during this time period as a Christian is Christmas.
Yeah.
And the spirit of giving and gifts and being imaginative. So I want to go through a few of these folks on the list, several of these folks on the list, and then ask you all, because I think it's important for us to know the anchors of the sports shop.
Sure.
I think you have better relations, better fan base when they get to know you.
Oh,
so I want to talk about the money and then ask you all, what are some of the things that you would do if you had this type of money? What types of things could you imagine or build to make the world a better place, or just put money in your pocket so you can relax at the beach? So I want to start off with Cristiano Ronaldo. Even though he's not going to be with Manchester United.
Right.
We're talking about, and this is annual, $200 million. 200. I don't even know if we can fathom that type of dollars. So I did find a chart, that actually converts big dollars like this.
Yeah.
And helps people to see what the reality is.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you talk about $200 million, that's like making $100,000 an hour.
What?
$100,000 an hour. Right. You just have to pause.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. $100,000 an hour. Oh, this is just $200 million a year.
Yeah. Oh, just?
Wait. Did you say just?
Well, because his contract is not. He's not making $200 million for this year, right?
$200 million
every 12
deal.
months.
That's the deal that's on the from the Saudi Arabian club.
Oh, that's right.
But let's keep it moving because there's some others.
Okay.
Killian. I don't even know if you all know him because I know not everybody is on the soccer train. I'm certainly learning and getting more.
I'm learning.
with
I'm
it.
learning.
I'm not on it. I'm not even close to it. I'm not on it. I'm not even
Well,
going to
we
be
need to
shy
get
about
on
it.
it because it's just taking over.
Nope.
I mean, it's already the biggest in the world.
Nope.
But Killian, all right, we'll get to that. Kylian Mbappe, okay, $110 million. He's a French phenom, and the man can play soccer. $110 million a year. Next up, and this might surprise you, Phil Mickelson.
Who?
$102 million because of the Live Golf.
Yeah, that does surprise me.
That
does surprise me.
$1 million. This is according to Forbes.
Wow.
Canelo Alvarez, Mexican boxing, $73 million. And you all might remember John Skipper, who was the former president of ESPN, who is now one of the leaders with DAZN, D-A-Z-N.
Mm-hmm.
This Mexican boxer inked a record-setting 5-year, $365 million with DAZN. And then when we think about the sports that we know, NBA. Do you all have any idea who's the highest paid NBA player an annual contract?
That's a good
How
question.
much money he makes?
It's not LeBron.
No.
Hold up. Is it Giannis?
No, it's Steph. Steph Curry, $54 million,
Good gracious.
which is, again, a lot of money, but it's nothing compared to Ronaldo.
200 million every 12 months. I'd break it down that way.
Wow.
Because a year to 12 months, see, like,
Wow.
Giannis was about $45 million.
wow.
I got to
So,
look up my man Lewis Hamilton.
When you
see what
think
they were
about raising children and which sports, it just gives you something to consider. Now, how about NFL? Who's the highest paid annually?
Is it Josh Allen?
making.
No, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's right. I'm right.
Yeah, he got a 4-year, $200 million, right? So, but next in line, right on his tail, is the one that everybody talks about and says whether or not he's just not playing to his potential or was a bad move. Russell Wilson, $48.5 million.
And they should, because he's having a terrible year.
Yeah.
Because Dak
Rodgers
Prescott's
is
better than
number
Let's
Russell.
roll.
50, and then Russell is right on his tail with
That's right.
48.5. Kyler Murray is next at 46.
First of all, let's stop right there.
Wow.
Russell and Kyler Murray are straight up stealing. Really. They stealing.
Wow.
With the mask on and everything, K-Mac.
Wow. Kyler Murray, 46.
And they won't get Lamar Jackson that kind of. Anyway, okay, I'm sorry, Dr. Stroman, go ahead.
And Deshaun Watson is fourth with $46 million.
He ain't played in 2 years.
Yeah.
He got 46 million.
So we'll see.
Yeah. And we often say that that baseball is the way to go, right?
Yep.
Because you don't have as much
Right.
demand on the body.
It looks like
And-
soccer is the way to go.
Well, there we go. Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander are basically tied $43 million. So I want to go back to getting to know you all better.
To 200.
When I think that if I had something, a gig, my skills earn me, $100,000 an hour, or I made $50 million or $100 million in a year. I'm a child spirit as well, and
Yeah.
I often think that if I win the lottery, I would go ahead and I would start a camp that's free for underprivileged children.
Yep.
I have visions that I would drive somewhere and see my name on a skyscraper. There's no doubt that the first thing I would do is call up one of my friends who's dear to me, who's an attorney. I call up like 3 or 4 of them and say, I want you to stop your jobs right now. You are my my legal team, and because family's going to call, right? Deb, I need.
Yeah, they
this.
call now. They call now.
Hello.
Exactly.
For
So I
$32.
need somebody to sift through those requests. So I'm turning the mic to you all.
Okay.
What would you do if you had
that's
all
good.
this money? What types of things?
Wow. It sounds, honestly, for me, I'm all over the place with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm all over the place with it. But one of the first things I do is I'll figure out how to put our HBCU educational community debt free first. Make them whole. And meaning, and not just give them money, right? So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about hire the best of the best at everything. If a school is struggling with, people in the financial office, hire some of the best CFOs to go work there, right? If they're struggling with marketing, hire some of the best CMOs to go work there. You know what I mean? To go make them whole. If they're struggling with their athletics department, they don't have the right trainers, hire and build some of the best training facilities and go have them go work there.
Right.
So I'm not about I'm just going to hand you money.
Right. No.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
That's not where I am with it. Where I am with it is like the things that I feel like can help make you whole and make you run better and help make you truly be successful. Those are things I would like to implement.
Wow, that's good stuff.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
For me, it's interesting. Something very similar, though. And, sometimes we all dream and think about that. You hit the lotto. What would you do? I think I start off by creating endowments for a couple of reasons. One is that I create an education endowment for a school that can be placed in multiple places. It'll be named after my mom, who was a school teacher for 42 years, and it'll be from K1 all the way to the 12th grade, and I'll set these schools out throughout the country, particularly in communities that are challenged communities, and I'll bring in all the skill set and all the resources they need to really lift them up and allow them to be the best they can be. But be endowments that's constantly funding those programs. The other thing I would do is is try to create some type of entrepreneurship program for people that look like me, and try to instill in them that to be successful in the business realm. So then I may go about a couple of houses for myself, but outside of that, that's
a given. That's a given.
Yeah, that's a given. You do that up front.
I had to have that for the tax write-off.
Right. But I think the message here, and not speaking for KMAC, is really to be impactful with people who needs the assistance, and allow them to be the best they can be, but not give it to them, but allow them to blossom and be the best they can be with the resources that you provide for them.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful, wonderful stuff. I heard you all loud and clear. In some regards, that the things that you mentioned and the things that I actually mentioned would be considered charity, right?
Right.
Altruism, right?
Right.
A part of my work is to make sure that when I work with organizations and companies, is to make sure that they understand the difference between charity and justice. And so I would like to hear from you all, what types of things would you do with this money that speak to justice, as in righting the wrongs, the laws, the enslavement, the segregation, the exclusion, the voter suppression. What types of things would you do with the money that would speak to your justice side? What would you like to change?
Well, first of all, that's something that we do around. It's called pre-show. Can you give us a heads up on some of these questions? Give us good questions, Dr. Stroman. I mean, wow, that's a loaded question, but it's a great question, by the way.
You know what?
What bothers you? What's the
Yes, all of it. All of it. Everything you just mentioned bothers me.
So here's what I truly believe, right? I truly believe this. That now you could fund, coalitions, initiatives, and people go out and interview. I would want to fund an organization that would be a news organization or whatever you want to call it, that would be truly independent of any kind of affiliation.
I like that
That's
one too.
justice.
Right?
Yeah.
If it's wrong, it's wrong.
Right.
Right? We're gonna go investigate it. We're gonna report on it. We're gonna document it, and we will create what it takes for anybody that want to say from now on. So you can't tell me you didn't know. You can't tell. We will investigate it. That's fine. You don't want to know if the police officer was wrong, or if you don't want to know if the farmers were done wrong. We'll spend the money. We'll invest. We will make sure we find out exactly what happened and tell you exactly how it went, and then we will document it, and then we put it on stage for the world to see.
Wow, that's powerful, because we know.
I had to look around like wait a minute, what's going on?
Dr. Stroman, Reese K-Mac, sorry to interrupt, but I figured you guys would want to know this, and Dr. Stroman, you as well, since you've commented on it before. Breaking news, WNBA star Brittany Griner released from Russian detention and prisoner swap for convicted arms dealer.
I said it was December.
CNN first broke the story. WNBA star Brittany Griner has been released from Russian detention. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the Russian arm dealer's name, but according to a source familiar with the matter, this story is breaking and will be updated throughout the day.
That's
just figured you guys would want to know that.
Thank you.
That's a holiday gift.
It is.
This is spot on. There's justice, right?
Yep. That's amazing. Thanks for rounding. That's a good look. Yeah. It's funny, Dr. Stroman, before you came on, I thought about Brittany a little bit.
I said December. I said the end of the year. I just had a feeling it would be the end of the year.
Your thoughts on this, Dr. Stroman? That's unbelievable.
Well, knowing how the women's basketball family, college and pro, has paid attention to this, and to K-Mac's point, wishing that we had more media that would continue to tell her story. So I'm very, very thankful. I'm appreciative of all those folks within our government who helped to broker this and to make it happen. I'm trusting that our country will not have, there won't be a lot of elevation and exposure to those who are hating around this.
Right.
But I'm very, very grateful. I'm thankful. I'm glad that she will be back on American soil. Right. And I'm hoping that she will have a very blessed, I know she's grateful. She has a lot of people to thank over this holiday season. But I'm glad that she's going to be with family and close friends now. Thank you, United States. Thank you.
Just to piggyback off what K-Man said, because I thought that was outstanding. I to the point where you just want to highlight and daylight the truth in every situation.
That's it.
Regardless of what color you are, what gender you are, you want the truth. And if we can create an environment, I don't know what it is. It could be a news organization. It could be something that when they come on and people go, and when they communicate what's going on, everybody knows that's exactly what happened.
Right. That's all.
And I think that's all we want, because we want a fair shot. We could be anybody.
Right.
That's all we want. And I think if we had something like that, it would be impactful significantly.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this is certainly a wonderful time to think about. If we had all those ifs and what we would do. I do want to ask you one more quick question.
Sure.
If you had this money, where would you travel?
Oh, wow.
Where would you travel? What types of places do you want to explore or go back to that you just find peace with, that you just enjoy?
You know what? This is going to sound really crazy. I mean, I go to Europe and places I've been before. But you know what I would do? There are 5 states I've never been in the United States. 5. I know that sounds real crazy. But I'll make sure that I would want to spend a couple nights, 1 or 2 nights in each state, during the summer or for a period of time. And that may be something real simple and just not really exciting, but that's something that I would want to do.
It wouldn't be, necessarily a Caribbean or water destination. Like, because, I've been watching the series Yellowstone, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I always see the scenery and the scenes and all this other thing. And I just think, I said, how many other places like that around the world is it?
Yeah. But you know what? And speaking of, that's a good point. You educated us about the Netherlands. They're the tallest. Did you say something about that? The tallest people.
Yes.
I'd like to go and see something like that, or see the shortest people in the world, or just see something just different, other than the people I see each and every day. Maybe that's something I do as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So as we close out, there's a picture that's gone viral, and I just want to read it. It's basically a holiday to-do list, and it lists the 6 things that we generally think about or do over the holidays, but then it's scratched out in terms of how we can center ourselves on joy and love and family. The first one is buy presents, and so they crossed out buy and wrote be present. The second is wrap gifts. They cross out gifts, and it says wrap someone in a hug. Number 3, send gifts. Cross out gifts, send peace. Number 4, shop for food. Cross out shop for, donate food. Number 5, make cookies. Cross out cookies, make love. And lastly, see the light. Cross out see, be the light. So thank you for this conversation. Happy holiday season. Hoping that everyone will be mindful of spending time with people and laughing, and is much more powerful than spending money and going broke.
Wow.
So
you're gonna make me feel bad what I'm about to say about Baker Mayfield in the next set. Because it ain't gonna be peaceful.
Hey, Dr. Stroman, are you vacation? Are you on with us next week, or this is the last time for the year until next year? I'm curious.
Let's see here. Next week, I know. I think I will be available.
Okay.
I'm here.
I'll be here. I mean, anyway, let me say this. That was an awesome segment we just had with you. That was special, and it goes without saying that we love you, and you are the best. You bring so much great content to our show, and we are a better show because of you, and we really appreciate you.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yes, absolutely,
and the top too.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you all for the opportunity. Thank you for the friendship, and keep doing what you're doing. You're making a difference. You really are.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.